Narcissists only really ever let the relationship end. They only discard you or only really put you in a position where you're at a credible risk of leaving them. If they've chopped off your limbs, your arms, your legs, metaphorically speaking, of course, because narcissists put you in that position where you can no longer move forward on your own. They put you into that position where you can no longer reach for your goals. You no longer have the motivation, courage, self-belief to go out and pursue the things you want. If you're somebody who's extremely self-motivated, extremely productive, and extremely successful, they will not let you go. But they will let you go if they've managed to slow down your momentum, if they've managed to put a halt on those good things happening for you, good things you're pursuing, if they've managed to make you doubt yourself, cutting your self-esteem, your self-belief. It's when you lose that go-gettingness. It's when you lose that ability to really walk on your own 2 feet. Make your life happen on your own, living a complete life on your own. It's when narcissists don't think you're able to do that they only really accept, okay, now they can discard you. Or now the stakes are not very high. The stakes are quite low, in fact, if you were to walk away or just drift away. And narcissists, once you're gone, narcissists like to know, like to think, like to be convinced of and see the evidence that you still don't have your limbs, that you're still not able to walk on your own 2 feet, that you're still not able to go out and reach your goals. Because that's the only way they can feel good about themselves. That's the only way they can feel fulfilled, by looking at you, because they feel so unaccomplished. And don't get me wrong, narcissists often do accomplish things that are great. But even a narcissist who on the surface looks like they're doing well, they don't feel that way deep down. And sometimes people who are on paper less accomplished than them, the narcissist can still feel threatened by those people because they're doing okay for themselves on paper, but deep down, those people have certain traits that the narcissist is missing. So the narcissist likes to overcompensate. They like to be much better off than other people, to overcompensate for the fact that the other people have some things they don't have. It can be things like warm-heartedness, empathy, the ability just to be happy, chill, get on with things. Those warm, fuzzy, good feelings that you just manufacture on your own, that you don't need. You don't need to put other people down to feel that. So that's why narcissists like to know that you are in a position where you can no longer make it on your own. And when they leave you, in a way, they think if they ever wanted you back, they could get you back. Of course they can get you back. They've possessed you once. Why can't they possess you again? They did the hard work before. They managed to fully ensnare you. Why can't they do it again? And that the idea there is, the moment that you really start to grow your arms and legs again, the moment that you're actually starting to walk again, is when they come back. The moment you're actually reaching for the things that matter to you, and you're taking solid steps in that direction, that's where the narcissist comes back. But for them, the worst thing ever is to see somebody who they once possessed, to see somebody who they once had full control over, and seeing that person not only coming back into themselves, not only evolving into a better version of themselves, but in addition to all that, they don't need or want the narcissist back. because that plays against a lot of the narcissist's most severe weaknesses. Things like their ultra competitive nature, where they must be better than you. Things like their dire need to feel validated by knowing that they're doing better than you. Things like their possessive nature and them needing to know that you are their possession. Whereas the evidence now, in fact, demonstrates the contrary. Narcissists don't like to accept that people move on. And narcissists don't like to accept that people no longer need them. Because any supply who they've been with at any point, it's always temporary. I mean, there are some rare occasions where they do have these kind of lifelong supplies. People who help them meet their basic needs. But generally, people who make the narcissist feel good about themselves, it's very short-lived. After which, they kind of feel that emptiness, and then they look back at the people of their past and want to be sure that they're doing better than them. That's how they kind of sleep at night. That's how they rest their head on their pillow and just have that smile on their face, knowing that everyone else who they've ever owned is worse off than them. And it really comes down to them knowing that somebody who they once had that privilege access to, that they know they're not going to get that access to again, and that person is just moving on. It's one of those things that it makes it difficult for the narcissist to rest, to feel good, to sleep at night, because their thoughts become very perturbed because, like I said, that plays against their own trauma. You know, all those things they try to overcompensate in by being ultra competitive, needing to feel ultra validated, feeling ultra desirable, ultra this. They're not getting any of that from you, the person they need it from. And quite the contrary. They're getting that reality check. And narcissists hate to face reality. They do just about anything. Their whole life, in fact, is about them evading their own reality and not looking within and seeing themselves for who they really are. Thanks for watching.